I took it to 370 and it still is feeling bouncy. So who knows, but I'm going to go 400. Dun, 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 dun. Craziness, everybody. A 371 mile full, I almost said 50 mile full review in the studio today. Unbelievable, okay? Shout out to Sebastian on Discord. All right, Sebastian, thank you for being a member of the channel. Here's the deal. You ask, and I'll try. I'm not saying I can do every single shoe, but I will try to deliver when something, specifically a shoe, has fallen through the cracks, okay? Which today, unbelievable, you better believe it, it is the Hoka EVO Speedgoat. There it is in the studio for a 371, I do believe. There it is on your screen. Full review. Everybody. Oh, I just love you. I don't even know where this channel's going, and that's okay. I don't need to know. I just keep uploading every single day because you guys keep sharing this channel with your friends, and we just keep growing. But what I'm trying to say is, Sebastian and everybody else, 2 years ago, when I first started testing this shoe, I had no clue. I think we probably, let me think, 2 years, we probably had 10,000 subscribers, and I just was not as, I'll just say, I wasn't as good at doing running shoe reviews. In fact, I will link, it's a little embarrassing, but I will link to the first impression, upper right hand corner, for like, I was not as fluent in running shoe technology, running shoe terminology. So at the end of the day, Sebastian and everybody else, this shoe fell through the cracks. And there's no excuse, because this shoe now has 371 miles. Like, when do I take a shoe past 60 miles or 70 miles? Yes, the Hoka EVO Speedgoat is well overdue. So at the end of the day, I'm very excited to give you my thoughts finally. So thank you, Sebastian, for calling me out. So what did he do? On Discord, and yes, to get on Discord, you got to become a member of the channel, and you click join on the homepage of this YouTube channel. And so over on Discord, the conversations about road shoes and trail shoes is just heating up. And so Sebastian called me out about probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago and just said, Seth, where's your 50-mile full review for the EVO Speedgoat? And so here it is. Let's dive into it. Here we go. A neutral trail running shoe from Hoka. It's definitely twisting. Let's get the goose on the screen 100%. It's pretty loosey-goosey, especially I'm a little surprised at how much it is dancing considering the stack height, okay? We're looking at 4mm drop from heel to toe, 32 in the heel, 28 in the forefoot. There's the weight in women's size 8, men's size 9 on your screen. And let's just confirm in my size, 8.6 ounces. Awesome. That's amazing. So getting a great score, 9 out of 10. Any trail shoe that's under 9 ounces in my size is gonna get basically an 8.75 or above. Okay, moving on to that upper, we're looking at what they're calling their matrix upper, which is reinforced with Kevlar. So it's a very strong, in fact, after 370 miles, and I've taken this shoe on some crazy adventures up in the mountains here in Colorado, no tearing through the upper, and I think it is going to that Kevlar technology that they're weaving into the upper material. I can't say enough good things about this upper. First of all, the lockdown, there it is on your screen, 8.5 out of 10, fully gusseted tongue, lays on top of the foot so well. It's like that might be the highlight of the shoe for me. I will let you know here in a minute. A little bit of a TPU overlay to help keep some of the grit from the trails out of the toe box specifically. I will say, let's do the heel counter test, okay? Fairly flexible. I wouldn't be surprised if they do update anything to the EVO Speedgoat, that they add a little bit of something to the inside of the shoe for the heel counter. A little padding, a little more strength perhaps. I'm just sensing that this heel counter is almost oversimplified considering how incredible the rest of the shoe is, including the upper. That's my only thought there. Lockdown overall score for the upper, looking at 8 out of 10. Moving on to that midsole. Okay, ride and energy return. First of all, it's a CMEVA, so that compression molded EVA. And, you know what I'm comparing it to? The Nova Blast. The geometry, how they're cutting, how they're molding the midsole for some reason, somehow, and I think it's connected to the outsole. We'll get to that in a minute as well. It's creating the bounce, just like the Nova Blast. Not just like, but similar, reminiscent of the Nova Blast. So underfoot, that's exactly what I felt like immediately out there on the trails 2 years ago when I started testing the shoe. Also, I'll let you know how I used this shoe over the past 2 years, something that you might not think of here in a minute for all the urban runners out there. But at the end of the day, the ride and energy return, we're looking at 8.5 out of 10, and it just is bouncy. Great job, Hoka, and I don't know how they're going to improve this midsole moving forward, but the overall score for the midsole, 8.75 out of 10. Vibram outsole with a slightly decoupled groove. I think this decoupled groove is helping add to that trampoline effect. But I'm just going to say, one idea for the outsole moving forward, Hoka, is to create an even deeper decoupled groove here through the heel to increase that trampoline feel underfoot, which I'm also feeling in the, is it out? Yes, there it is, in the Asics Nova Blast 2. So Vibram outsole, I love the lug pattern. Now, it's not going to be as aggressive as many other trail running shoes out there, but if you're using this shoe, well, I'll tell you how I'm going to use this shoe in a minute. But overall, this Vibram Mega Grip outsole is just doing the trick for most trails out there here in Colorado. 8.5 out of 10, fit true to size. 8 out of 10, just so nice. Now, I will mention though, if you have a really wide foot, especially forefoot, you might feel a little too snug through the toe box. I want to mention that, but I felt great, especially for a racing shoe. Comfort score, 8 out of 10. So comfortable, especially through that midsole. Positives and drawbacks. Drawback is the narrower toe box, okay? Positive has to be, I'm going to go upper. I want to go midsole, but I just think what else is, you know what I just realized? The Mach 4. As far as how the shoe is laying on top of the foot, maybe not quite at the same level as the Hoka Mach 4 up there on the top shelf, but it is really, really close for that lockdown and overall feel on top. But that was hard, okay? So it's basically a tie between the midsole ride and the upper. Durability prediction, I think this might be the lowest score for the Hoka EVO Speedgoat. 6.75 out of 10 for the durability. I don't foresee, now, I took it to 370 and it still is feeling bouncy. So who knows, but I'm going to go 450 miles for the durability prediction. How will I use this shoe? Who is it best for? 100% a tweener shoe. Training, racing. I think if I had to pick one distance, I'd probably put it in, I think it's a great shoe for 100 milers. I think it could also work at 50 Ks, and it's got so much bounce. Here's one way that I use this shoe that's a little outside the box. I love this shoe for all the urban runners out there for winter urban running, okay? Which is one of the reasons it did get so high, just so you know. But when you're running in the wintertime in the snow and the ice, but you still want some grip on the outsole, boom. Or commuter. You're commuting from your house or your condo or your apartment for 2 miles on the pavement to the trails, boom, right here. So you're doing, let's say, 40% of the run on pavement, 60% of the run on dirt, boom. This would be another great option for you. Now, price point, $160. That's a little high. All right, so we're going to go 7.75 out of 10. But so it's a little above average as far as the score, and the reason it is because you can accomplish so many different tasks in your training and or racing schedule. Okay, so I'm excited. Oh my. Hoka EVO Speedgoat. Other shoes to buy on your screen. Hoka Torrent 2, Salomon Pulsar, and then the Salomon Ultra lineup. But at the end of the day, I don't know how. Like, I think I said this last summer. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm going to make a bold prediction right now. I wouldn't be shocked if the EVO Speedgoat becomes the carbon fiber plate trail racing shoe for Hoka. Okay, I think this shoe is poised for a carbon fiber plate. I mean, I know, like, I don't think you need to put carbon fiber plates in all trail racing shoes. Like, I really don't. But if Hoka was going to do it, I would not be shocked at all if it ends up in this guy sooner rather than later. There you go. Shoe quick specs on your screen. Soak it in one more time. Onward and upward. And for that 371-mile full review score, there it is. Soak it in, 8.17 out of 10. Oh, did we break into the 8s? I would buy this shoe 100%. I might buy it again, actually. And I don't know, like, I haven't heard any rumblings of a version 2. It's got to be coming, right? And for that comment of the day, shout out to the Ultra Dad, who's got his own YouTube channel. I'll try and link to it down below in the description. So this is from the vlog from 2 years ago, and I just appreciate the support for being here for so long. But he said, so from 2 years ago, where I did the first impression for the Hoka EVO Speedgoat, but he said, this is a prediction. He said SJD hits 50K subs by year's end. I think it's a virtual lock. Thank you, Ultra Dad, for being here for so long. And I think your prediction came true. It's just unbelievable to go from the first impression vlog for this guy and the fact that I kept running in the shoe and kept running in the shoe and took it all the way to 371 miles. So thanks for being a fan and a supporter of the vlog for so long. Question of the day, and this it's just so crazy. So if you were gonna start your own YouTube channel, what would it be? What would be the topic? What would you talk about? And it could be a bunch of different topics. It could be focused. It could be anything. It could be, cooking. It could be talking about old American muscle cars. It could be talking about any, home improvement. What would your YouTube channel be all about? Okay, that's the question of the day. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Oh man, 371-mile full review in the books for the EVO Speedgoat. Of course, we'll toss it to the first impression from 2 years ago. And again, shout out to Sebastian. Thank you so much. Okay, onward and upward. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.